Hey guys, so today I will be showing you how to customize or derive your very own room for Imvu. First thing I need to say before we get started is the fact that you need to have VIP in order to create any products for Imvu in general. It is something that is required by Imvu, so this will not work unless you are part of their VIP program. With that being said, let's get started. So the first thing we want to do is open up Imvu in the classic Imvu viewer, and we are going to go to Shop and browse the catalog. Since we are creating a room, I'm going to go to the Rooms tab and just select all rooms. And then once that loads, you want to check this Show Derivable Products Only. What that does is it brings up all of the rooms that you are able to derive from and customize. Now, when you go to create something in Imvu, you do not need to purchase the product. So you do not need to buy any of the rooms before you derive from them. What will happen is when you go to upload the product, when you're finished customizing it, they will charge you a derivation price, which is, depending on the item, typically 400, 500 credits. So you're paying a fee to use the mesh itself. So I'm just going to click on a random room. I guess we can do this home to show how to customize your own home. And something that I like to do whenever I'm deriving from a product is go down the derived from tree and get back to the original mesh product. And how you do that is you go from this little derived from area and click on where it was derived from. And this is as far back as we can go. So we will just scroll down the page until we see this derive from product. Just click on it, and it will open up the project in the Imvu Creator Program. Alright, so now that it is open, you can see the entirety of the house. Over here in the materials list, it shows all of the different textures. And all of these you can change and customize to your liking. So another thing that we will need to customize our room is actually getting our textures, which in this material list, these are all the textures they used. If you want to change any of them, you will have to find your own texture. There are a few different ways that you can get textures. You can make them yourself with GIMP, Photoshop, Paint, whatever you use, you can create your own. You can purchase textures from different creators. You can also Google textures. So say if you wanted a specific wood texture or siding or roofing materials, all you have to do is Google wood textures, siding textures, etc., and it will come up with a whole bunch of different textures that you can save and use. One thing when it comes to Googling textures, you will want to resize the pictures to about 256 by 256, and you can do that in Paint. It's super easy, especially when it comes to creating rooms. The smaller the image size that you use, the better, because when you're uploading it to the shop, sometimes it can max out how many megabytes that are allowed. So it's better to be safe and just resize your textures to be smaller. As you can see, this creator used the size 512 by 512. That's also another common size. Here's a 256 by 256. Here's a 512 by 256. Those are kind of common standard sizes that people use for their textures. For the sake of time, I Googled all of my textures and saved a few that we can use here. So as an example, if I wanted to replace this wood texture here that they used for like a little deck area, all I'd have to do is find that texture in the materials list, click on Edit, go to where I saved my textures, and then I have another wood one that I want to replace it with, so I'll just click on it and click Open. And then to view the changes, all I have to do is click Apply Changes. And as you see, it changed it. Obviously that wood texture wasn't exactly the best for that area, but it kind of gives you an idea of what you can change and do. So say I want to get rid of something entirely. So say I want to get rid of these trees. All I need to do is go to where that tree texture is. And what we will need to do is change this opacity map. Now this is a good example because as you can see, anywhere that they didn't want something showing, it's black. And then where they did want the tree to show is white. So if we want to get rid of this tree completely, all we need to do is put in a solid black image for the opacity map, and it will get rid of the entire thing. In order to get that pure black image, all I needed to do was go into Paint and use the bucket tool and just paste it in a black color, and then saved it, so that way it is 100% just solid black. Now that I have that saved, all I need to do is click on Edit, go to where I saved that black image, click Open, and Apply Changes. As you can see, the tree is gone. Now Now to get rid of that shadow, I'm just going to where they put in the shadow texture, and I'm going to edit that and do the same thing to where I fill the entire opacity map with black. So it got rid of the shadow on the ground. We can do another example on how to just change the texture in order to customize like a wall. So say I want to change this wall color. All I have to do is go to the texture, click edit, replace it with the one that I want, and apply changes. And as you can see, it changed the color. Now once you changed everything to your liking, all you'd have to do is save it and then upload it to the shop. I hope this video helped you guys. If you're having any troubles or have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I possibly can. If you need help creating with any other things on Imvu, I have a ton of different tutorials that you can check out. I'll put the playlist in the description below. And yeah, thanks so much for watching.